Good morning. Now we are going to discuss Industrial Investment Bank of India, IIBI. The Industrial Reconstruction Corporation of India, set up in the year 1971 for rehabilitation of sick industrial companies, was reconstituted as Industrial Investment Bank of India in 1985 under the IRBI Act 1984. So, in the year 1971, Industrial Reconstruction Corporation of India was set up for rehabilitation of sick industrial companies, and it was reconstituted as Industrial Investment Bank of India in the year 1985. In March 1997, the entire assets and liabilities of IRBI was transferred to the new company called Industrial Investment Bank Limited, IIBI. IIBI offers a wide range of products and services, including term loan assistance for project finance, working capital, and other short term loans to companies, equity subscription, asset credit, equipment finance, and investment in capital markets and money market instruments. So, we can see that IIBI offers a wide range of products and services. Okay, both short term loans and long term loans. The Industrial Investment Bank of India was a Government of India owned financial investment institution that operated from its inception in 1971 until it was closed down by the India government in the year 2012. So, this institution was closed down by India government in the year 2012. Next institution is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, NABARD. NABARD is an apex development finance institution fully owned by Government of India. It's an apex development finance institution. Okay, and it is fully owned by Government of India. This bank has been entrusted with matters concerning policy, planning, and operations in the field of credit for agriculture and other economic activities in rural areas in India. So, this institution was formed for formulating policy, planning, and operations in the field of credit for agriculture activities and other economic activities in rural areas only. NABARD was established on the recommendation of B. Shivarajan Committee on 12th July 1982. It is one of the premier agencies providing developmental credit in rural areas. NABARD in India's specialized bank. NABARD is India's specialized bank for agriculture and rural development in India. So this institution is specialized. It's a specialized bank for agriculture and rural development in India. What are the functions of NABARD? First one, credit functions. NABARD serves as an apex institution, providing refinancing facilities by way of short-term credit to state cooperative banks and other financial institutions approved by RBI. So it refinance to whom? To the state cooperative banks and other financial institutions approved by Reserve Bank of India. Second function, development functions. NABARD coordinates the rural financing activities of all the institutions engaged in the development work at the field level and also maintain liaison with central government, state governments, Reserve Bank of India, and other national level institutions concerned with the policy formulation. Third one, regulatory functions. NABARD is empowered to undertake inspection of regional rural banks, RRBs, and cooperative banks. So it's a regulatory agency. It acts as a regulatory agency. Then now the next institution is Export Import Bank of India, Exim Bank. The Export Import Bank of India was set up by the Government of India on January 1st, 1982. Then now, what are the functions of Export Import Bank of India? First one, planning, promoting and directing exports and imports. Second function, providing technical, administrative and managerial assistance for promotion, management and expansion of exports. Next function, undertaking market and investment surveys and techno-economic studies relating to the development of exports of goods and services. Exim Bank undertakes market and investment surveys, techno-economic studies related to the development of export of goods and services. Next function, provide financial assistance to Indian exporters. Then the next institution is National Housing Bank, NHB. The National Housing Bank was set up in July 1988 as an apex institution under the National Housing Bank Act 1987. The bank is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Reserve Bank of India. The bank is to operate as an apex institution to promote housing finance both at the local and regional levels and provide financial and other support to such institutions. So National Housing Bank acts as an apex institution in the field of housing loan. What are the functions? First one, to promote and develop specialized housing finance institutions for mobilizing resources and supply of credit for house construction. Second one, extend refinance facilities to housing finance institutions and to scheduled banks. To refinance to whom? To the housing finance institutions and scheduled banks. Third one, to provide guarantee and underwriting facilities to housing finance institutions. Next one, to provide technical and administrative assistance to the housing finance institutions and to coordinate with various agencies connected with housing. Next function, to provide advisory services to the central and state governments, local authorities and other agencies on all matters concerning housing. Then now state level development banks. We already discussed national level development banks. Now we are going to discuss state level development banks. State level development banks mainly consists of first one, state financial corporations, and second one, state industrial development corporations. First one, state financial corporations, SFCs. State Financial Corporations Act was passed by the Parliament in the year 1951 with a view to provide financial assistance to small scale and medium scale industrial concerns. So, on the basis of this particular act, state financial corporations were started in each states to provide financial assistance to small scale and medium scale industrial concerns working in the respective states. Then what are the objectives? First one, achieve balanced regional development. So one of the important objectives of SFCs is to achieve balanced regional development of each and every area of a particular state to ensure balanced regional development of the state. Second one, promote investment in small scale industrial sector. Third one, generate employment, particularly in rural and underdeveloped areas. Second one, state industrial development corporations, SADCs. The state industrial development corporations were set up during 1960s and early 1970s under the Companies Act 1956 or as autonomous corporations. What are the objectives? First objective, provide financial assistance to medium and large scale industries by way of long-term loans. Provide financial assistance to medium and large scale industries by way of long-term loans. Second one, underwriting and subscribing to the shares and debentures issued by companies. Next function, undertaking promotional activities like preparation of feasibility reports, industry surveys, entrepreneurship development programs, and developing industrial estates. Next one, setting up medium and large industrial projects in the joint sector in collaboration with private entrepreneurs. Okay, thank you.